Hello, hello, hello there. Hello, 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 hello there. Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Yeah, how are you today? I hope everyone is doing well and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. And I am so happy to be out here sitting on my deck on this beautiful August evening. And it is beautiful. I am here in the Northeast in this area of Boston, the Boston area, Zone 6. And I have what I've called a urban English style cottage garden. And it is a little wild and woolly. Yes, it has weeds and things growing, but it's green. My garden is green. And my garden has lots of flowers. It still has some flowers in it. To me, it's a lot of flowers because I have large drifts of different types of flowers, like bee balm. The bee balm is beautiful. And I have this yellow flower, and I knew its name, and I've been trying to figure out um, which video that I did in the past when I introduced this yellow flower. But if you know the name of this yellow flower, please put it in the comments because I'm trying to remember it. It's something about glory, evening glory, something like that. It's like a marigold or something marigold, marsh marigold. I don't know if it's a marsh marigold, but it does remind me of the marigold, and it's golden, golden something. So if you know the name of it, just put it in the comments so that I will know what it is and I can call it by its name. But I am just so happy to be here with you today. Yes, I am. It is so beautiful. You know, we've been dealing with a lot of heat, and because of that, I really haven't want to sit out here on the deck. You know, I really haven't had that strong desire to come out for a little bit, but then I'd go back inside because sometimes it just feels like it's so stifling. But today, there's a mild breeze, it's cool, and it is just beautiful. And someone did show up here. And let me put on my glasses so that I can see. You know, I'm trying to be all cute without my glasses on, but I can't see a thing. And as far as the small print is concerned, so I have to put on my reading glasses. 1 second. I think that's Thelma. Is that you, Thelma? Yankee Sister? I think that's Yankee Sister from a distance, but let me see. All right, I can actually see myself better. Yes, Yankee Sister said, how beautiful you look with your flower arrangement and harvest. Thank you, Thelma. How are you today? Yeah, I saw you earlier, and I am doing fine. In the Dahlia family, maybe. I'm enjoying the weather today also. You are. Things are good down there in Connecticut, right? Connecticut? Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a Dahlia family, but it may be a cousin to the Dahlia family, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful bloom. Yeah, I think the Northeast is experiencing mild temperatures. Hello, Sonia. How are you, my sweet? So glad that you popped on as usual. You've been so faithful, and thank you for moderating for me. I do appreciate it. Um, so yes, this is my arrangement for today, and with yay, Beverly, how are you, my sweetie pie? Good evening, Miss Catherine and gardening friends. Yes, how are you, my my gardening friend, Bev? How are you, my sweetie? How you doing? Yes, it's just so nice. Doing great, and you're welcome. Oh, thank you, baby. You know, It's just so nice to be out here. You know I'm feeling good, right? You feel the goodness running in through me. I hope you're sensing my joy. Yes, because I am feeling so much joy. Love your hair and flowers. Doing well. You do? My hair, oops, my hair is going to change soon. But yes, thank you so much. Yes, it feels good. You know, the fro just feels nice and soft and it just feels good. Monica, hi sweet, how you doing? Hi Catherine, Yankee sister, Sonia, yes, and Beverly. Yes, Beverly is Gardens Are Me. Yes, and I have here my drink. This is coconut water. This is coconut water, Goya coconut water, and it has little chips of coconut, the coconut meat with it, and it's really refreshing. I thought I would need something cold to drink because I thought the temperature would be much more, warmer. I thought it would be hotter sitting here, and it is absolutely comfortable. It's almost, I almost feel like I need a jacket or a shawl or something for my for my back. I don't know. It's strange. I guess because we moved, I think yesterday the temperature was 96 degrees Fahrenheit. It was hot in our area. And today it's just, it's beautiful. I think it's in the 70s right now. I think it's in this, it's really cool. Let me see if I can figure out the weather. Anyway, I don't see it. I didn't, I thought I had a weather on my pad, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just beautiful. And the good thing about this, I think that rain, yeah, very, very hot yesterday, yeah, in the 90s. And so today it's like, whew, it's just so gorgeous. Cassie! Hey, Cassie, how are you? Cassie's there. Beverly says, Cassie. How are you, Cassie? How you doing? I hope everything is well with you. Glad that you could come on. You all make me so happy. Yes. Yes, you do. Um, what was I talking about? Was I talking about the floor? Yeah, so the floral arrangements. Yes. So you know how I said that I'm going to make a floral arrangement every Wednesday when we meet? Well, the the flowers this year, um, certain flowers really thrived with all of the heat and some of them did not. My bee balm did fantastic and it's still blooming, doing really well on that side, on the other side of the garden. But then on the side that I call my English cottage garden area where I had the wildflowers and so forth, that is all dried up. I'm cutting that down. Yes, I am. And I'm going to clean it up and clear it up and everything. It's 82 degrees in Connecticut. I think I saw Deborah. Hello, Miss Catherine in chat box. Hi, Deborah. How you doing? So good to have you. Come on in. Yes. Yeah, so I'm going to redesign that side of the garden over there, that side, because it's all dried out with all of that heat and so forth. And I think because we weren't really able to get the water, I don't know, for some reason the watering on that side didn't do well for the flowers, but the shrubs are doing fantastic over on that side of the garden. Um, my shrubs, the rose bushes and things over on that side just are looking green and lovely. So I'm just really happy with that. But my English cottage garden area that I used to call my English cottage garden, I tried to create a wildflower garden area. It was good for a while, but that's got to come down. Hello, we have thundering storms this evening. Good for you, you're getting rain. That's nice. That's what actually happened for us last night. We got rain. Hello, Team Mama Gross. Team Mama Gross is in the house today with us. Yes. I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm glad that you came in today. I don't think you were with us last Wednesday. I missed you last Wednesday. You know, I know when you all come and when you don't come. Yes. So I'm so happy you made it this time. I know you have life. I know that you go through life experiences and sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. It's the same thing for me, you know. But it is always a wonderful thing. Darlene Brown, how are you? So good to have you come on in. Yay! You know, you all are my friends. Oh my goodness. My gardening friends. Hey, my battle sister. G Mama Gross. Hey, Darlene. Cassie. Hey, Deborah. And G Mama, Yankee sister. You all are so nice. Darlene Brown. Yeah. Is it, you know that song? Um, I want to be where everybody knows my name. You know, that's Cheers, right? You know that old show, Cheers? And our church had VBS, and I taught elementary children. You did. Vacation Bible School. That is fantastic. Yeah, that's a good thing. Kids need to know about you know who. They need to know about him. Norm. Yes. Na 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 na. I wanna be where everybody knows my name. You know, I'm happy when I start singing. People, you will know my mood. When I start singing, this is a clue that I'm feeling very good. Okay, that joy is arising. Yes, sorry. So when I start singing, you know everything's good. Alrighty. Now with the garden, I was telling you about my floor. Oh, sifting some soil and more. Yay! Hello, sifting. How you doing? This is you know what this is, right? This is my elephant ear leaf. Remember in the spring when we were planting our gardens, those of you who had your journals, and we were planning out the garden, and one of the things we were talking about tropicals and having our tropicals. Well, my look at the leaf. My elephant ear leaf grew really big, and they're still growing, and it can get really large. It can grow tall, and so I am definitely going to save my tubers and then plant them in next year so that they can get bigger and bigger, you know, bigger leaves and grow quicker. And then it seems like certain certain ones in certain locations are doing better than other locations. Mine, yours is smaller. Oh, Darlene. Okay. You know what the thing is that I think that you just got to find the right spot to put them in. Like one batch that I have is doing really well. And it gets plenty of water, and it also gets plenty of sun and just the right amount of shade. So you love my tomatoes? Yeah, my tomato harvest has been coming in. People, I have been freezing my tomatoes because I can't keep up with them. What I've done is bought myself some freezer bags, and just batching them and um, putting them in the freezer now while they're still very fresh, so that we can have them in the fall and in the winter time especially, because I prefer my own tomato sauce, my own original tomato sauce. I did buy a couple of jars of tomato sauce from Costco, but you know that's when I really run out of tomatoes. But I find that when I create my own original sauce, that it just tastes more fresh. Everything tastes better, and then using my herbs from the garden to add to the sauce is great. And I think I do have videos from last year of how I made my tomato sauce. It's, you know, you can make it look red by adding some ketchup to it if you want to add to heighten the red color, but it's just really fresh with the herbs and the spices when you create your own spaghetti sauce and put it on your spaghetti. Yeah, and some people make their own spaghetti too, their own noodles and so forth. Most of my tomatoes will be used for canning. Yeah, and some people can as well. I'm not a canner, so for me, the way I preserve my veggies right now is by freezing them and putting them in the freezer. You know, bagging them in the freezer bags and then putting them in the freezer. But the skin comes off really well when you just pop them in hot water. The tomatoes, just drop them in hot water, and then you can peel off the skin, and then I mush it, you know, squish it up. After it gets soft, I just squish them up and mix the water and so forth. What did you say, Gma? Most of my tomatoes will be used for canning. That's what the uh, Yankee sister said. And G Mama said, I ate my tomatoes as fast as they were coming off the vine. Maybe I'll plant a few more plants to can some too. Yeah, that's a great idea. If you're in a warmer climate, you still have time. I'm either eating my tomatoes or freezing them. Yeah, you too, Deborah. Me too, Grandmama Grows. Yes, yes. If you're in a warm enough climate, why stop planting? Come on, keep on growing. And if you grow it in a container, you could actually bring it in or bring it into a safer location, the tomato plant. But you might have to give it a little light. Depends, you know, because it's a really a warm or hot weather, heat weather, a warm weather vegetable, more of a warm weather vegetable. But you know, if you put it in a container, you can move around. No tomatoes ready for me yet. They are coming. Oh, good, 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 good. Yeah, I have a lot of tomatoes, and then I have different varieties. I have this one here. This is more like a Roma. Then I have the little small ones, the one sweet 100s. I have this is more of an early girl, the smallest, and then I have a bigger one, the bigger ones, more like the beefsteak, the bigger ones, and they're starting to come in as well. One of the things that I do because I don't want the worms and the bugs and things to eat my harvest, that as I tend to pick them when they're like this, and that way they just continue ripening on the counter. And for me, that's fine. They're sweet enough. They're sweet enough, um, and definitely better than. I mean, it has so much flavor that you know the store bought ones just don't do it. Yeah, I take them soon as they blush. Yes, because we don't want those critters to get it. I saw one bitten into. I'm like, what? What's this? And you know, we have raccoons that pass through, and you know, I've had um, other stuff, you know, pests and so forth. So um, I don't want any of them to get my food. But right now, this has been a great year. I think so far, really good. I really haven't had that much, you know, vegetable or plant damage. I think because there's such a bounty in the yard, and other things for them to eat, so that they don't touch my vegetables. You know, they're not into my vegetables, which are good. Yes, I don't have to worry about that. Me too, Yankee Sister Vista Homestead. Yeah, what do you? Me too. What? I take them as soon as they blush. Yes. Yeah, I take them as soon as they blush. Me too, Yankee Sister. Yeah, I think that that's the best way, because then, you know, they have less chances of being damaged, and, you know, you get a nice looking tomato. And you think that you picked it up in the supermarket. But yours, of course, is going to taste much, much better. Much, much better. So, that's the tomatoes. Tomatoes, I'm harvesting tomatoes. Okay, and I want to show you this. This is my pumpkin, my first pumpkin. It is a porcelain. porcelain pumpkin from Burpee Seeds. Burpee. Sorry for the typo, Yankee sister. No, I don't think she'd take offense. Don't worry, Cassie. Um, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was trying to pull it up and support it, and in the process, the top came off. Um, but it's ready. I said this looks ready. I was trying to see if it was ready. Hey, Matt and Kent's Rose Garden, welcome. Yeah. So this is a porcelain pumpkin. I'm wondering if hopefully I will get some more, and I'll let them sit a little longer in the ground, and hopefully um, I'll see if they have more of a pinkish tinge to it. Or porcelain. I think this looks porcelain, like those porcelain dolls. You know the the porcelain dolls that kind of look. Anyway, I tried this. This was my new pumpkin, so I just wanted to show it off. I have another pumpkin too, that is that's grown, that is almost ready. It's in the other garden, and that is a regular small orange pumpkin. So I'm glad. What do you make with pumpkin? I put pumpkin in my stews. We cut it up. We put it in stews. I make pumpkin pie. I make like a you know how you have mashed potato? I do the same thing with pumpkin that way. I also cut it up into cubes and put it in the oven and make potato puffs, pumpkin puffs though. I do the same thing with squash, butternut squash as well. And it's really tasty. You know, it's good with beef. I love pumpkin with our beef and beef stew and so forth. Or pop it in the soup, and it adds a little thickness, a little more body to the soup. Pumpkin seeds are delicious roasted too. Yes, yes, yes. And next year I won't have to buy any pumpkin seeds. Hopefully they will stay true to. I keep hitting my juice. Hopefully they'll stay true to form, or true to what it is. I'm going to save the seeds and plant them again for next year. I won't have to buy any seeds, because in the pumpkin they give you the pumpkin could produce up to 40 to 50 seeds. Which is amazing. I love to see the seeds. Or you can roast the seeds, as G Mama stated. So that is what I wanted to share with you as well. And then, yes, I was talking about the elephant ears. Yeah, so that's the elephant ears. And this flower, I don't know. I know it's golden something. And I don't know if it's a marsh flower. Yes, save the seeds. Yes, save the seeds. Yes, you all save your seeds. Save your seeds. Save your seeds. Hmm. And then this is Verbena Bonariensia. I think that's the name of it. Verbena. And I planted that from seed also. And I used the bottle method to do my verbena. And it was so successful. I've been wanting to have verbena in my garden for such a long time. And I remember it was 2 years ago, I saw some at Home Depot in the pot. And it was like $10, $12 for one plant in the pot. And I said, no, I can't buy that. You know, because it was new. But then when I saw the seeds, I can buy the seeds. What, it's $3 and change for the seeds? And I did it through the bottle method. And look at that. I have this beautiful flowers, and I just love how they look so pretty with the yellow. And then I have this. I don't know if you can see that from there. This is a plant here. This is like a weed plant. It just grows like a weed, but it has beautiful trusses like this. and it then turns color. They turn color, they turn red. But right now they're green, and it just looks so pretty here. I don't know if you could see that. So I just put it together. I am having fun with this, designing these bouquets. I usually design because I want it as fresh as possible. Oh, and look at this one. This is a cosmos. I didn't have a lot of cosmos, but I just thought that was such a pretty cosmos to go with the verbena. You know, some of these things, when you are designing your beds, your flower beds, think of these combinations that I'm putting together here, and what will look good together in the beds. So we know that the purple verbena with this yellow would look nice together with the cosmos, and they're all tall plants. So when you seed them out and you plant them together, now this is a perennial. This comes back every single year. I got a piece of it from my gardening friend at the community garden, which was, it's not in existence anymore, but at the time it was there. And she just gave me a little piece, and it just spreads. It's just spread through the roots, thingamajiggies, the, the roots just spread. And so I just kept on digging it up and putting it in different places. And just it's just beautiful. I just love it. But it does require a lot of water. And I found that because certain areas did not get as much water, that it did not really do as well. What did you say? My first sunflower bowed her head and the wind broke her stem. I pulled her in to dry in the house. Oh, Deborah. Sad to hear that. But you'll have the seeds. Do you have any seeds? If you have any seeds, you can save the seeds and plant more next year. All is not lost, Deborah. All is not lost. Enjoy her. Agree. I will be doing more winter bottle sewing this winter. I will sew more densely. Yes, yes. You know what I did winter sewing with was snapdragons, and it took so long for the snapdragons to even germinate and then to grow, and then finally, the snapdragons. I had a few of them, and I think they are so beautiful. I'm going to save the seeds. Hopefully my daughter don't eat them all. Yes, grab a couple. Make sure she doesn't eat them all, Deborah. And so I love snapdragons, so I'm going to do them again, um, with more intention, being more intentional, you know. And I have enjoyed my journal this year more than ever, planning and being intentional about the garden. And I was thinking about this. Well, what are some of the things that we had planned in the spring? Well, for our fall garden, it's like we're going right back into spring, but instead this is fall. So at the top of your journal, if you had written it down, I left a space for average first frost date in autumn. So my first frost date is October 10th, and the growing season is 161 days, October 10th. So there are some um, vegetables that grow best in this cold weather, in cold temperatures, when it drops down. They hate the heat. And so now is the time to start thinking about your fall garden, how and when to plant a fall garden, and a great way to grow more food. It is a great way to grow more food. And so think about this. We are now enjoying the summer crops like the tomatoes and the peppers, the tomatoes and peppers. What else? Yeah, the okra and the eggplant. I must organize my garden more. I still have your book in my love love to the room. Hey, Amy, how are you? Your Amazon cart. Don't worry, I'm going to create a new one for next year, for the 2023 season. I already had a design for it, and I'm going to use a lot of the information that we have here and what we've been talking about to really think about it, and come up with a really nice gardening journal for us for next year. Um, but some of the things that we grew in that time, or that we had mentioned to start growing um, in early spring, when it was like 40 degrees. Well, those plants that could handle the cold were like the were like the let me were like the beets and the cabbage and the carrots, the Swiss chard, the lettuce, the mustard greens, the peas, the radish, the spinach, the turnips. Yeah, so that is what we want to, oh great, new journal. Yeah, yes, journal's coming. I'm going to update it, yes. And it will be 2023 gardening journal. Yeah, so it will probably be ready for January. My push is to get it ready for December and January. That's great. I can build a library with your journals. Hopefully my children or grandchildren will use the information in that. Yes, but even just to have them, it's like an heirloom. Yes, good. Yes, that's exactly it. Um, so I'm hoping to have it for December, and that's my project for September, um, to get it in and done September, October, November, so that we'll have it for December. Right? Nice. I have the dwarf variety. What do you have? The dwarf. What did you say, Bev? I missed that. Yes, G Mama, Brampton is right. I sow my seeds last year for the hollyhocks, and mine bloomed beautifully this year, and quite tall. Really, really, because I did sow some hollyhocks, and I planted them in the ground. I don't know if they're still there, but because everything else has covered them up. But if that's so, that is good to know about the hollyhocks, because I still have some hollyhock seeds. Um, I mean seedlings that I put in the ground over there. And all right, so cool season crops. I do have a whole lot of notes here that I wanted to talk to you all about, and we are half an hour in already. So for the next half an hour, we're going to talk about how and when to plant a fall garden. All right? How and when to plant a fall garden. We're going to start to think about our fall gardens and start planning. So if you want to take out a piece of paper, or if you have your journal, you could jot down some notes and start thinking about um, what you want to do. And if you can add any information that you have, those are my veteran gardeners there, in the chat, and share with us. And we're going to do some garden planning together. All right? Are you ready? So, how and when to plant a fall garden? You can do it two ways. You can direct sow in the ground. You could do container gardening, or you can do the winter sowing. Get your bottles out, and you can get started on that way if you want to. You don't have to. I think it's kind of early for the winter sowing. Those who do the bottle sowing or winter sowing, let me know what you think. But you could definitely create a container garden. Yes, ready, nice. You can container garden, and that way you can cover it, because that is going to be key to you giving your plants a chance to mature, because you're going to need some kind of covering eventually when the frost hits. Too early for the winter sowing. Okay, too early for the winter sowing with the bottle. Um, But definitely start to think about where in your garden you can clear some land, because I've already started thinking about that, where I'm going to clear some land, some space. That kitchen garden that is a mess but beautiful, I'm going to pull up my beans, and I've already checked that the beans are dried out, my string beans, and I'm going to save the string beans seeds, save the seeds, pull them out, and look and see what is there. I already have like carrots that I planted before and beets. So I'm going to add some more rows of carrots, sow some carrots, and also some more beet seeds. Hello everyone in the chat. Hello, hands in the dirt. How are you? So start to clear away some of that land. And then the other thing is that, or if you have containers, your large containers, um, clean them out, clear them up, put some fresh potting soil in the containers, and get ready to plant like your lettuce, your spinach, your Swiss charge, things like that. And Yankee Sister has had a really good video of how she had put on her deck like it was like a container, or she had created like uh, a raised bed. That's what I'm gonna call it, a raised bed, and she put it on her deck, and she gave it some protection. She put her leafy vegetables in it, and then she had a row cover or something to cover it when it got cold, so that she could then just go out from her kitchen or her back door onto her deck, and cut herself a couple of lettuce leaves. Yes, winter deck garden. Yes, yes. So check out Yankee Sisters Homestead's channel. She did a really good video on that. And it's, she's, the thing is that we are natural gardeners, so it's not all fancy, but it is reality. And so you can gain some tips from her on that, how to set that up. That might be something good for you to share with us, Yankee Sister, how you went about setting up garden, your deck garden. All right? And so, great way to grow more food. So to extend your vegetable harvest. How many of you have been saving money? Those are some good looking tomatoes you have right there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hands in the dirt. I do have some great, and I have some on my kitchen counter as well, and in the freezer. And still, they're growing. They're growing. Yes. Um, so I'm getting really good tomato harvest. But the tomatoes are going to be done, because as soon as the cold comes, they can't survive the frost. So we are thinking about fall planting. How do we continue to eat fresh, natural produce? And what we have to do is start planning. I will be doing that again, but this time I will use my green stock vertical containers. They're weathered great last year. Oh, wow. So you use the green stock. I have my containers, the vertical containers from the Dollar Tree. I had put my strawberries in there, but then they outgrew that container. But that might be a good something to use too. But that's a good idea too. Thank you for that. Yes, so containers. Start thinking creatively how you want to extend your your vegetable harvest. So you have to realize though that you're going to be planting cool season vegetables. Cool season vegetables. The summer vegetables will not cut it. I started my fall garden yesterday. I planted 3 trays of vegetables. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so just like what you did in the spring, as far as seeding trays, that's wonderful. And the thing is that you have to provide them with a cool place. So you can't do that out in the sun and expect that they will germinate, because it's too hot. They don't like the heat. They like the cool. So it's best to start them in your basement, or start them just like you did in the spring. You're going to do now in the fall for your cool weather crops, because with too much heat they will bolt. And for some of them, you might not even want to start too soon, because you don't want them to wither away, right? So you have to check the package. Cool season vegetables. Gardening is more enjoyable. Like the weather, like right now, it's so beautiful out here. The temperature's just gorgeous. It's like 70. It's gonna be 70, um, and it's cool, and so things can grow. So if you want to start planting when it's like 70 or so, that is the best, because they will germinate, but they won't fry, fry in the heat. Yes. So this is the best time to grow. Start now in the summer. Yes, you have the summer heat, but we need to shade. So one of the things you can do is shade your seedlings and make sure that you water well. Water well and shade your seedlings. Yankee says that I did line my deck with 6 mil plastic before packing placing the containers, and also enough to cover the containers also. Yes. So good. Yes. So covering. That's great. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was looking in this catalog, the Proxy catalog, but you could look at other catalogs, and I couldn't find any of my other catalogs. But this is what you might want to consider doing. Yes. You see, this is the plastic, getting some plastic and some hoops, buying some hula hoops, putting them in the dirt, covering this up, or they have the hoops, and so you will provide some kind of protection for winter sowing. I think the fall garden is definitely easier to manage than the spring, less pests, diseases, and pressure. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hands in the dirt. You're helping me with this. I love it. Yes, my husband looked in produce drawer and said, "How much you pay for all that?" We had cherry tomatoes, bells, cucumbers, zucchini, etc., and then we laughed and gave a high five. I love it, Monica. Woo! Yeah, I have so much zucchini sitting there. I put it in a box and I covered it. I went to, how when you go to Costco, how they have those vegetable boxes, the boxes that the vegetables come in. So I had one of them and I put my zucchinis in there. It looks so sweet. I said, look at this. Look at all those vegetables. And I was looking at my counter, and I was sharing it with my brother. I put it on FaceTime. I said, look at my counter with all these tomatoes. I said, how much you think I paid for all these tomatoes? I said, this looks like $100 worth of tomatoes and vegetables, because I had some eggplant there, and I also had cucumbers on the counter. My cucumbers did very well. Little pickling cucumbers, national pickling cucumbers. I had my eggplant, cucumbers, and what else? Oh, and I had my leafy vegetables. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. And I said, this. I have not had to buy vegetables from the grocery store. And if I had to buy these tomatoes, we're talking a good $20 or so plus, right? So yes, it really helps you to cut down on grocery bills, and you are eating better. It's much more nutritious, and so forth. So cool season vegetables. One, the gardening is more enjoyable. This is the best time to grow. That's what Hands in the Dirt was telling us. Right, Hands in the Dirt. Best time to grow, and start now in the summer heat. But at the same time, make sure you provide some kind of shade or cover for them, so that they do not, that they don't roast, that they don't shrivel up, and that the moisture is there. And then the plastic cover is good for when the temperatures start to drop at night, so that you can cover them with the um, with the poly, the standard poly best frost protection. And then they have the fleece. I am still harvesting the green leaves from my Brussels sprouts plant. Yes, yes. I don't know. I went to my garden friend person. I thought I was buying cabbage, but I think I ended up buying collard greens or some kind of greens. But it is delicious. So what I've been doing, I've been cutting the greens while the leaves are young, and or not too big, and also before any. But I really haven't had that much bug activity, and I guess so they don't have any holes or anything on them, and I have been just enjoying it. We made some chicken soup because we were feeling a little under the weather, and my husband made some chicken soup, and I put those greens in it. It tastes so fresh with the tomatoes, and the zucchini and the leaves of the kale. Yeah, it was so good. Yeah, so enjoy from. I love my collards when they're young. Yes, 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 Sonia, and they're healthy for you. If Kiki was here, she would tell us that the bitter the better. That it's good for your system. Yes, but when you saute them up or that's another thing I like to do. Put some butter and saute the kale up, let it wilt down, and then eat it with your eggs or create a wrap. Oh my goodness, with a little piece of turkey meat or whatever, or ham or chicken or whatever, and then use a wrap, because I like the wraps. I'm not a really big bread fan, but the wrap is just enough. Just delicious. I put my seed trays in a plastic tray with water in the bottom to help keep the soil from drying out, and also keep my seedlings out of direct sun until they can handle it. Excellent. Did everybody read what Hands in the Dirt just said? That's what you need to do when you are growing your seeds. When you're growing, and people pop in, put information there to help one another. What do you do with your gardening? Excellent. Thank you. You guys are helping me. I love it. We're growing together. Grow, 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 grow together with Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. Come on. Don't forget, the sun changes in the winter. So your microclimates will change. Less daylight. Yes, thank you, thank you. The bugs are having a field day with my colors, but I get what I can and freeze them. Good, good. Well, in the winter, in the cooler temperatures, there are fewer bugs, fewer diseases and fungus, less humidity, fewer weeds, and things grow slowly, and less watering because it's cooler temps with a lot of mulch. So when you mulch, so Deborah, think about that. That your collards will be able to, you'll be able to withstand the season, because there will be fewer bugs in the fall, like aphids. Aphids are bye bye, and some of the other bugs, they disappear in the fall. So that's a good time to plant your leafy greens. All right, so some cool season crops to think about. Frost sends the sugars up to the leaves, which sweetens their flavor. When like some of the lettuces and so forth, they actually become more sweeter when there's a little tinge of frost on them. The sugars go up to the leaves and it's not as bitter. A cool season crop is a plant that thrives in cooler temperatures. Oh, wait a moment. Cooler temperatures and can survive a light frost. So that's what we mean about a cool season crop. That they love the cool temperatures and they can survive a light frost. So those plants that you were planting in the early spring, those are the plants those are the seeds that you're going to plant in the fall, for the fall. Okay, but you're going to do it early. It's going to be hot. That's why, you could start them in your basement. You could start them in a covered, cool location. Even planting under a tree or something like that if you're going to plant them directly, so that they are not getting the brunt of the heat, you know. Um, so some may need the cool temps to germinate. Um, so check your frost date. Check for the number of days from frost for planting. And also look closely at the seed pack to see how long the days to maturity is. We just had a fry lightning. It scared me. Uh, Deborah said, scared me and my puppy. Oh no, a dry lightning. Oh no, oh no. Um, yeah, so this is the time to look at the different vegetables. There's kale. You can grow kale, Brussels sprouts, arugula, beets, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, Swiss chard, chives, kale, lettuce, mustard greens, peas, radish, spinach, turnips. Yeah, and it's amazing. At first, you may not have a taste for some of these vegetables. You may not be used to adding them to your to your to your meals, but when you start to taste the flavor and the goodness of it, then you're going to realize that what have I been missing out on? All of this fresh food with such great, rich taste. And it's just wonderful. Like, I've been walking around, this is a side note, I've been walking around in the garden and I have those little cherry sweet 100s. And I just wait till that's the tomato that I leave on the vine and I allow it to get really red. When I bite into it, it's like a burst sensation of flavor, and it's just so sweet. And I'm like, wow, this is delicious. So, continue. Now, right now, in this time period, we are going to be growing a lot of. Hopefully, you started your squashes and so forth. The winter squash. So now, this porcelain pumpkin that I have here, this one's not going to. I'm going to probably eat this one soon, but I'm going to start to harvest them, and that will take me into the the until January, February. hmm The squash, the butternut squash, the and so forth. So hopefully you are growing some of your squashes that you planted out, your your pumpkins, your winter squash, your butternut squash, and so forth, because they store well, and you'll be able to have those vegetables to add in your cooking, for Thanksgiving and all of that, and right into February. Hello, Tabitha Scott. Hello, everyone. I'm new to the channel and chat. How are you? Welcome. I harvested my potatoes weeks ago and started more a month ago. Yankee sister. Oh, yeah, the potatoes. Did you see my video on? Just did a video on the potato. I am so happy. I'm sitting here snacking on my crookneck squash raw. Yes. Welcome, Tabitha. Yes, welcome. Yeah, so the potato. You remember when I planted in the spring my Yukon Gold potatoes? Yeah, and I put those two in the bag. That bag is my shopping bag that I had, and I put some holes in the bottom of the shopping bag and was able. I saw your harvest of potatoes. Yes. Oh my goodness, I boiled it and I cut it up and smashed it. It was delicious. Oh my goodness. I said, I really have to do more next year of the potato. Excuse me. Yes, you did great on your harvest. I mean, I was just so thrilled. And it was so easy to put it in that shopping bag and fill it with dirt. And I had that was an old pot though, so it kind of kept it together. And Vintage Gardener, hey Brooke, how are you? You've come on. Good to see you pop in. And so I enjoyed the potato, and I think it was you, Beverly, who told me to save my, oh my goodness, I'm running low on the batteries here. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I saw your green garden. hmm Girl, I love the foxgloves and the daisies. Beautiful. Beautiful. I loved your aerial thing that you did, your faux aerial. I love the foxgloves and the daisies and the glads. I don't have great success with glads here in my garden for some reason, but your daisies, and it's amazing because my aunt had given me some little daisy seedlings and it looked like weeds to me, and I pulled them out, and I wish I did not. Oh my goodness, because they had grown tall too. And now after seeing yours, I wish I didn't pull out the daisies. I don't know why I did that. It looked like it was a weed. Oh no. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing, and I'm enjoying your music and everything and your videos. Yeah, and I'm watching your progress, enjoying your progress. I enjoy daisies and foxgloves. Yeah, the foxgloves, I haven't grown foxgloves, but I love them amassed like how they are there in your garden. I love them close like that. It looks beautiful. At least on the video, it looks nice. I like how it looks, and I know you wanted to rearrange it and change it and do all kinds of things, but at the music from Premium Beats. Oh, okay, okay. But keep up the good work. That's what I wanted to tell you. Keep up the good work. Yeah, your energy is amazing. That's a lot of land to cover. Very good. Very good work. Yeah, so continue, people, with your gardening. And know that, yes, Vintage Gardener, I enjoyed the flower show you took us on. Yes, yes, I enjoyed the Philadelphia flower show. That was beautiful. I love when you take us on trips like that. Remember, I liked when you took us to Longwood Gardens. That was beautiful. The tulips in the spring, that was gorgeous. Yes. So all of you that are on there, make sure you give me a like. I have more field trips coming up. Good, 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 good. Um, Make sure you give me a thumbs up now, because we want to draw more people like Tabitha to our a wonderful channel where we grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together. Yeah. And so I'm going to wrap it up with you all here because I think my phone is about to quit on me. But I do want to thank you all so much for coming and joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. I want to thank everybody who contributed in the chat. That was fantastic. That's what I want from this channel. That it's not just me trying to give you all this information, but that you are making us all wiser and smarter and better gardeners. Catherine, you talk so much about her fountain. I had to see it. Did you see it? That fountain is fantastic. Oh my God, it's huge. Oh, y'all have a great night. Thank you, Hands in the Dirt. Hands in the Dirt, we appreciate you so much today. You really, that's right. Grow, 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 grow together. Hands in the dirt. Monica, I love you. Hands in the dirt, you really helped with giving us a lot of information there. And everything that I had written down, pretty much, you really helped. With the cool season crop is a plant that thrives in cool temperatures. And when you talked about all of the things about the cool weather crop, that it's a fewer bugs. Where is it? Anyway, you did mention a lot of the things. Garden is more enjoyable, the best time to grow, and you gave all of those good hints and tips. So come back to Catherine's Garden and Home for more tips, yes, on growing. And we be blessed, everyone. Nighty night. Until next time. Beverly, my sweetie pie. Yes, all of you. You've made me so happy. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's Garden and Home. Tabitha, hey, G Mama grows. Yes. Tabitha, we have fun here. It's light, it's fun, and we want to just enjoy each other and enjoy the garden. And I just hope that you all enjoyed my bouquet. I, I am so glad that we were able to follow through and be intentional in using our flowers and to create beauty so that we can cut and enjoy, and that I can share this with you. And I'm so happy to share my success with harvesting my tomatoes and my pumpkin here. So let us continue to grow. Betty Johnson, how are you? Grow, 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 grow together. Catherine's Garden and Home. Everybody say goodnight to everybody, and then I'll call your name out. I enjoyed being here. Take care. Love you all. Thank you, Thelma. Thank you for all the information and sharing. Sonia, wonderful. Blessings, everyone, and enjoy your evening. Thank you, Sonia, for moderating for me. Yes. Come on. Who else? Come on, come on, come on. Don't forget to give me my thumbs up if you liked. Good night to all. Yes. Come on. Like. Deborah, good night. Brooke, good night, Monica. Good night, Cassie. Good night, Hands in the Dirt. Good night, Sonia. Hey, Betty. Who else? Come on, Tabitha, bye. Um, who else was on? There's a lot of you. Cassie, bye, Cassie. Yes. There was somebody else there too. Did I miss anybody? Betty Johnson, Tabitha, Gardens Army, Beverly, my sweetie pie, bye. Have a sweet night. Sweet dreams to everybody. Vantage, yes. Yankee sister, Sonia. G Mama. Bye, my G Mama. My sweetheart, bye. G Mama, I saw that you had said that you bought yourself another hibiscus, or you want to buy another. The pink hibiscus is so beautiful. It's ballerina. Yeah, so yeah, consider it. You'll love it. I just love that hibiscus. It's just beautiful. Let's see, who else? Deborah. Good night, Deborah. Monica. Good night, Monica. Did I cover everybody? If I didn't say your name, pop it up. Yummy. Yummy. Bye, Yummy. Thank you so much. Um, I love when Yummy comes and he watches my videos. He puts at least a heart or some kind of comment. Please like the videos. Make sure that you like my videos so that YouTube can send it out there to more people so that I can grow the channel. Right now I'm at 2,290, I think, subscribers, and I want by the end of the season that I have at least 3,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'm thinking high, large. But I think if you continue to like my videos, just like them. Come on, listen and watch, like them, so that click on it and like it. and leave a heart comment so that it can go out. That is your call to action for all of you, to just go ahead and you can let it run, because we want the video, we want it to spread, and I want to grow the channel, and I need your help. Yes, so we can grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Grow, 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 grow together. Have a good night, everybody. And thank you so much. Did you all disappear? Hit the like button. Good night to everybody. Yes, hit the like button. Darlene, bye, Darlene Brown. Yay. Grow, 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 grow together. We got to get 3,000 subscribers. We got to grow. Yes, it's time to push this channel forward. Push it forward. Push it forward. You know why? Because we want people to thrive. This is about thriving. This is about growing. This is about getting better. Yes, see you later. Yes. So make sure you like and subscribe and hit the like button and watch the videos. Yes. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Love you. Until next time. Bye. Grow, 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 grow together.